What's going on, guys, and welcome back for the fourth episode of Restoring Steaua, where of course the focus on today's episode will be on our Champions League playoff tie against Maccabi Tel Aviv. We're 2 games away from making it to the group stages. Now, a couple of results to report on since the last episode in the league. We actually won 2 league games in a row. AFC Astra were first up. We beat them 4-1 away from home, and then we beat Rapid Bucharest in our most recent game 3-1 at home. So a big improvement since the last episode. Of course, we didn't manage to win any games in the last episode. 1 draw, 1 win, and those 2 results have now put us in 5th place in the league. Of course, still very early stages, but we're going to focus on the Champions League for this episode, and I'm going to take you straight to the lineup for the game against Maccabi Tel Aviv. Right then, so with Kazeru coming back from injury, it's meant that I've been able to play the system that I was talking about, that I wanted to play with for this season, the 3-4-1-2. We've been playing it for the last couple of games, and you saw the results. We won both of them quite comfortably. So this is the system that's really benefited us so far, and I'm happy that I'm able to play again. But this is the team for today's game. We've got Olauskis in goal, Pap, Tamas and Radoy as the back 3, Popper, Brevald, Neagu and Tanase as the midfield 4, Iancu in the central attacking midfield role, Tukadin up front with Kazeru. Tukadin done really well in the last 2 league games, scored a hat-trick against Astra, and I think he scored 1 goal in the last game as well. So really positive stuff from the on loan man from Cheltenham. But this is a team, we're at home for the first leg. I tend to prefer playing away in the first leg, but you know, you can't decide those things. I've also changed the mentality and team shape a little bit. We've gone with control mentality, and I've also set the team shape to structured, and it's worked well in the last couple of games, so hopefully it will work well in this game too. I'm not sure about the quality of Tel Aviv's side, but I'm hopeful and quite confident that we can progress to the group stages of the Champions League. Early stages of the game, we're bringing it forward here. Popper, Pat plays it into Iancu, into Tukadin, and Tukadin, after 12 minutes, sticks the ball in the back of the net. Oh, nobody's offside. We have made a good start to the game. Unfortunate there that he's offside, and it remains 0-0. So 25 minutes gone in the game, been fairly even so far, but Tel Aviv are on the attack, and it's a long-range effort, and it hits the bar, and thankfully falls to safety, and we get it clear, but that was a close shave there. Good effort. And the corner's whipped in again there by Zahavi, and it looks a bit dangerous in there. We need to get it clear. It's very, very dangerous. We managed to get someone, got a block in there. I'm not sure who it was, but Tel Aviv are starting to pose a bit of a threat going forward, so we need to be very, very careful. So there is the half-time whistle in this first leg game. Really want us to be taking the initiative in this one. Get a nice little lead going into the second leg away from home. So I'm going to tell the players I'm not happy with the performance so far. I'm not going to change anything in terms of the tactics and personnel. I'm going to leave it how it is. Leave it to about the 60th minute. If things stay the same, I will look to make some changes in the game. Early stages in the second half. Tel Aviv on the attack. They've slightly edged the game in terms of the shots. We've done well in terms of possession, and that's a great effort and a brilliant save by Olauskis to deny the player there. And if we carry on like this, Tel Aviv will eventually score. Hopefully we can get things together here as we bring the ball forward. Popper gets past the left back there. Good run. Can he get a good ball in now? He does. Into Tukadin. Great play from Popper down that right wing. Gets the ball into the box for George Tukadin to nod home. And that is much better stuff from us there. And we take the lead in this tie, 1-0. Straight from kickoff, Tel Aviv are actually on the attack. Ben Bassa has it down that left wing. He's got acres of space to whip in a ball. No one getting out to him. Of course, we're not playing with wide men. Fullbacks, it hits the woodwork. It's all going off at the minute, and they've hit the woodwork for the 2nd time in the game. And moments later, we come back on the attack as this second half has been filled with highlights so far. Iancu plays in the ball to Kazeru, but the angle was tight, and he manages only to find the side netting. Right, 65th minute, so I'm going to make a change or two. We've got a few players on yellow cards, so we're going to bring off Breveld. He's kind of the ball-winning midfielder in that team, so we don't want to risk him getting sent off. We'll switch Niagu into that role, and we'll bring on Stanku off the bench. Also, apart from that, I don't think I'm going to make any changes, actually. I'm going to bring off Tanase, and I'm going to bring on Latavleki, who's been complaining about getting first team football. So I'll bring him on and hopefully he can make a bit more of an impact down that left wing. We've got 24 minutes to go in the game. 1-0 would be a decent result, but of course we want to get a bit more of a comfortable lead going into that second leg. And we're heading towards the final 10 minutes of the game. Ball is whipped in from a free kick, but we get it clear. Maybe we can hit him on the counter-attack. Kazero, if he can get on the end of this, we've got a great chance. He does. He dispossessed the defender. He's through on goal. He's got to score. Oh, and it's over the... Oh, it's a good save. I think it was a save from the keeper. Yeah, brilliant save from the keeper. Denied, but one-on-one, you should probably expect him to put the ball in the back of the net there. A bit disappointing. So the full-time blows at the National Arena. We will be taking a very narrow 1-0 lead back to Israel. Tel Aviv will probably feel a little bit unfortunate not to have got an away goal, but defensively we were excellent. Look at that, the ratings of that back three. Paul Pap 7.2 rating, Gabriel Tamas 7.9, he got man of the match, and Radoy with a 7.7. Tukadin's goal though is the most important thing. It gives us the lead, of course, going into that second leg and a good chance of going through to the group stages of the Champions League. Just to update you guys, we had a league game actually in between the first and second leg for the Champions League game against Tel Aviv. We played Chiajnu in the league, and as you can see, we won it 4-2. A very, very pleasing performance, very convincing. Who was on the score sheet? Stanku scored twice, Tukadin and Radoy. So that puts us currently top of the table. Dinamo Bucharest have a game in hand over us, but good improvement in the league, of course, after those first two results. We've now won 3 games in a row in the league. Right then, some injury news to bring you before I get into the lineup for the second leg game against Tel Aviv. Gabriel Iancu, our young star, is out for 3 months with a torn hamstring. He's made a brilliant start to the season, and he's a fantastic prospect. To have him out for that long is very frustrating, but you know, we need to move on. We need to focus on the job that we've got to do today away from home against Tel Aviv. This is the lineup for the game. We've got Olauskis in goal. We've got a back three of Pap, Tamas and Radoy. On the right wing, we welcome back Inache from injury. We've got Breveld in central midfield, and alongside him we're playing Christian Tanase, the captain, who I'm tucking in from the left wing into the centre of the park in that roaming playmaker role. On the left wing, we've got Yasmin Latavlekovic. Oh, that is very hard for names. I think I'm just going to go with Yasmin. And then Nikosos, thank you. And then up front, we've got George Tukadin and Kazero. Of course, we take a very narrow lead into this second leg. It's going to be a tough game away from home in Israel. But if we do manage to make it through this tie, we will be in the group stage for the Champions League. It's been a bit of a quiet start to the game, which is quite good for us, but I really want us to get that away goal. Of course, it would really settle the nerves down, and it would mean that Tel Aviv need to score 3 in the game. But we're on the attack here. Kazero, if he can find that ball out wide, he does. Yasmin with the goal. Lovely finish. It looked like the angle was a bit too tight, but he manages to slot it home. And as I said, that will put us in a fantastic position now, as it means Tel Aviv need to score 3 goals in this game. 1-0 Steaua Bucharest. Good ball in behind from Stanku, but Ben Avigador has made a foul. He's on a yellow card already. That will surely see him be removed from the game. He's making his way over to the referee. Look how slowly he's walking. Off you go, Ben, son. No more game time for you. Down to 10 men now, Tel Aviv. So you would expect us to go on and comfortably make it through this tie. So there is half-time. 1-0 lead on the night, 2-0 lead on aggregate. Tel Aviv down to 10 men. As I said, you would really expect us to go on and comfortably make it through to the next round. Tel Aviv need to score 3 goals, and with 10 men, that is very unlikely. But we won't get complacent. We still need to maintain our level of performance and kind of see this one out. But our other players have done a good job so far, and we'll get back into the game for the second half. So coming up to the hour mark on the game, and Tel Aviv are on the attack. Poret down on this right wing, plays it to Ben Bassat. If they pull one back now, that would not be good for us. And it hits the bar. You remember they hit the bar twice in the first leg. They've hit the bar again. Tel Aviv have been quite unlucky in this tie so far. But I'm not going to complain about that. The luck is on our side. And we keep it at 1-0 and 2-0 on aggregate. Right, then 25 minutes to go. So I'm going to make a change in the game. Yasmin has been out there with a knock for a little while. So I'll bring on Adrian Popper. And I'm also going to bring off Breveld. He's on a yellow card. His fitness isn't great. So I'll take him off and I'll bring on Prepelita, who is back from injury. So those are the 2 changes I'm going to make. And yeah, let's get back into the game. And straight after making that change, Iasmin hopefully doesn't go off here, because I've just tried to substitute him. And he's gone. Iasmin, who I've just literally put in for a substitution, has got himself sent off. Oh god, so it's all level up now on the pitch in terms of personnel, 10 men for each side. So I'm not sure what to do here now. I'll probably bring off a striker. Let me bring off Kazeru, and I'll bring on, I'll tell you what, I'll do this. I'll bring on Gilherme. I'll move him back. I'll also bring on Prepelita for Breveld. No, what am I doing? What am I doing here? Yeah, I'll bring off Inache as well. Switch him to that role there in defensive midfield, and I'll move Prepelita into that wing back role. So we've got 2 wing backs there. And I'm not going to change anything in terms of the team shape or anything like that. I'll just make those changes. Hopefully we don't mess this up now. Iasmin with a bit of a silly challenge there. Really no need for it. And we've got a comfortable lead in the tie. Hopefully that doesn't cost us. And a few moments after that red card, Tel Aviv are through on goal. Zahavi with the chance, but thankfully he puts it wide. This could be a nervy last 20 minutes, but Tel Aviv still need to score 3 goals. And there is the full-time whistle. We make it through the rest of the game without any more incidents, and that will mean that we will be in the group stage draw for the Champions League coming up in a few days' time. Very, very good result there. It wasn't, you know, an amazing performance by any stretch of the imagination, but we got the job done on the night, and that is the most important thing. To round off this episode then, I will bring you the draw for the Champions League group stage. You can see we're among the 4th seeded teams for the draw, alongside the likes of Roma, Dnipro, Dinamo Zagreb, Malmo, Panathinaikos, and Monaco and AAB. So we'll draw out all the 1st seeded teams. We'll draw out all the seeded teams, and then we'll come to the our pot, and we'll do that a little bit more slowly. So we'll draw out all these teams. Juventus and Chelsea, that could be an interesting game there. I'm not sure what, like, of course any team that, or any group that we get put into is going to be very difficult. We're not, you know, one of the big sides in the Champions League, so any game is going to be a test for us. But let's see who we get. Draw out Roma in that group, Dinamo, Monaco, Panathinaikos, AAB, Dnipro, and Steaua Bucharest. There it is. Now that is not a bad group at all. You know, out of all the groups, that is probably one of the ones I would have liked to have got put in. So we're going to face up against Red Star Belgrade. I don't know where I've got that from. Red Bull Salzburg, sorry, from Austria, Basel, and FC Bayern. Not the worst of groups. So we'll see how that goes. Of course, we're going to be expected to probably come bottom of the group, but hopefully we can upset the odds and make it through. It would be a big ask, but you know, if we can at least secure Europa League football, sorry, of course, that would be a fantastic achievement. We'll see what happens. Let's have a look at the fixtures actually. And sorry if that came up on the screen there. But we've got Cluj in the league next, away from home. I'm not sure when I'm going to come back for. I'll probably come back for our first Champions League game. But that will conclude today's episode. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave it a like. And if you're not subscribed to the channel just yet, please do subscribe to the channel. But for now, it's been Halfback FM, and I'll see you guys in a bit.